Thursday night in the big story on 13 News. Another night to bundle up in Hampton Roads. Good evening, everyone. Regina has the night off. We have extra crews on standby. I'm one of them. We're hauling out the raincoats to make sure you get the best coverage on Sunday. Called in the FDA on their own, did all they could to stop this bacteria. This has been so difficult, David, just dealing with trying to get in touch with family members, running into friends, hearing the horrible stories of people who have lost so much here in my hometown.
Wayne.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much. Well, for me, it's lasagna, but I'm sure you got a dish that you make that gets baked on. You just never want to scrub it clean. Well, tonight there's a product that says it can help. 13 News anchor Sandra Parker is here now with tonight's edition of Does It Work? What you got there? We try to tell you why, and we rely on something a little sweet to help us along.
Winning, it's what gets you excited on election night, and unless you're in preschool, then it's candy. Lots of it.
And I need your help with this candy, okay? I'm going to dump it here in a circle.
We asked preschoolers here at the Church of Resurrection in Portsmouth to sort through hundreds of pieces of candy and count all the peanut butter cups and all the Kit Kats.
29. I counted 10.
And you got 10. Well, I gotta know.
I had 5.
Well, I gotta know exactly how many pieces of candy are down there. So you guys gotta figure this out.
We don't know.
This process is similar to what's going on with the recount. Every single ballot has to be checked and double-checked.
I think I'll throw up after all that counting.
Political science professor Carol Pretlow says don't lose your lunch, but this could take a while.
I think it could go 30 to 60 days, and maybe even more.
Pretlow says they have to make sure some of the votes don't get lost, or in our case, eaten, or, well, squashed.
So what are we gonna do with this one?
Ballots do get lost, and I think there's times when, of course, it's unintentional, but just like with anything else, there are accidents, there are things that, oh, I lost that, or I forgot that.
Right now, 7,000 votes separate the real-life Kit Kat and peanut butter cups, meaning the state will pay for all this counting. If one candy or candidate leads by a wider margin, the state won't pay. Nevertheless, our unofficial counters will tell you mistakes happen.
I ate one piece of the candy.
Now let me ask you this, the piece you ate, did you count that one? Or did you forget?
I forgot.
Yeah, it's easy to forget with all that candy, but the certification process will take place over the next few weeks, and then the recount and possibly other recounts, kind of like we did there today. Dr. Pretlow says expect a long wait, and just in case you're wondering, the final count out there at the school today, Kit Kats, 244, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, 423. David. Thank you so much. Our live team coverage continues now with a look at all of this. 33 people confirmed dead in this shooting. We want to bring in 13 News reporter Patrick Terpstra. You've been talking to folks here in Hampton Roads. Right, and Hampton police are looking for suspects in a late-night shooting. It happened just before 11 last night on LaSalle Avenue. Police tell us the 29-year-old man was shot several times in the upper chest. He was taken to Riverside Regional Medical Center where he's in stable condition. Please call police if you can help. Talker's legacy continues on the airwaves, but through the voice of his wife.
That's right. Today,
just a one-week effort, something they're going to continue doing for the next couple of weeks all the way to the end of the years. We may not like it, but they say it's here to keep us safe. Reporting live from Sky 13 tonight, Wayne Carter, 13 News. Well, Janet, let me tell you, it was around noontime today when we saw most of the rain stop. We had a brief shower just a minute ago, and what we're getting right now mostly are the waves. They're really strong. They're really significant. If you think we're the only ones out here taking a look at them, think again. A lot of folks out here at the Avalon Fishing Pier using this break in the rain to check out the storm. Rain, wind, pounding surf. Outer Banks residents woke up to it all right off the bat Thursday morning. But in a matter of minutes, it all changed. At the first break of the action, the Troll family from Central Virginia left their vacation home to check out the storm. And for 2-year-old Lucas to see the ocean for the very first time.
And this is quite amazing. What do you think?
What's going on out there?
I can't see the boats.
He can't see the boats with good reason. Waves are so rough, they're tossing water onto coastal roads. The wind bringing the sand, too.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Yes, Lucas, it shuts down the ships as well as shutting down school.
Kids were psyched they got a day off school.
what more do you want?
Debbie Baum's kids don't get many snow days in the Outer Banks, but a storm day is just as good.
We were out here on the pier last night leaning into the wind. We really enjoy it.
Even the four-legged folks found some fun, but this lab's master saw something bigger in all those waves.
I own a deck business, and when this stuff comes up, you know, wash away the decks and the walkways and all that stuff, so I'm just looking at money right now, actually.
In the tough economy, this storm could be the boost contractors like Gary Ellert are looking for.
Another northeaster might come, another hurricane might come, who knows? Don't tell them I said that, though. They need to fix it quick.
You need the money.
Yeah, that's right, I do.
And take a look at this. You know, it hasn't been the damage, it's been the waves. And look at all this foam. A lot of the locals say that's what shocked them the most. Look at this stuff. It's really thick, it's really frothy, and that's from just the force of all of those waves. Locals say they haven't seen anything like this in quite some time. That's the latest live in Kill Devil Hills tonight. Wayne Carter.
That's Wayne Carter, a reporter for WVEC who met the train and did such a good job cataloging its mishaps, we thought we'd just let it play for a bit.
Somewhere north of Richmond, a CSX freight train derailed. The Amtrak sat in freezing rain, started rolling again, but more trouble. The switches on the tracks froze, then wind knocked trees down. The Amtrak's engine hitting them over and over again, till finally the train just stopped. These cones I placed here, from the cones back to this wall, it's about 5 steps. That's 10 feet by 10 feet. According to police, 7 kids were in this space with a running hot water heater. It was in the vestibule areas of the apartments here. Back here in these laundry rooms is where it started. And look up, you can see where all the smoke, the flames, the heat, how it charred this whole building.
I would change sounds like this.
For the past 10 years, this is how 28-year-old Andre Jones had to play his piano. A disease destroying his corneas. At 18, he started to lose his vision.
When I wasn't able to see loved ones, you know, when I buried my mother a few years ago, and I had to get like this close to the casket.
Ever since, he's fought to find the right match with no luck. But late one Saturday night, something happened. A car crash on Virginia Beach Boulevard. 2 teens, Tessa Trishant and Allison Kuhnhart, sitting at a traffic light and hit by an alleged drunk driver. A man in the country illegally. While the nation fought over why the immigrant was here, Andre Jones got a call that he would soon gain sight.
And he says to me, Andre, we got you a great piece of tissue.
They told him about a crash and how the teen behind the wheel had the perfect cornea to give him sight. He knew Kuhnhart's story and had a feeling. The 13 News investigators confirmed it. He has Allie Kuhnhart's cornea, and the surgery was a success.
They tested me. They put a chart in front of me, and I was like, E? I was like, yes. What? Hey! EA!
And while all this was going on in Portsmouth, Allie Kuhnhart's father was fighting the pain of losing his baby girl.
I still have trouble working a full day. I have trouble getting to sleep.
The pain replaced by a little excitement to meet the man who can see thanks to his daughter.
Hi, Mr. David. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
We sat back and let them talk. Turns out, Andre and Allison shared a lot.
This is definitely a bigger match than just the cornea. You know, the fact that she played piano.
They listened to the same bands, spent time at the ocean. Even Dad and Andre had similarities. Before long, these 2 men who never met were finishing each other's sentences.
There's only so much that anybody can do.
And once you slow down, it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, boom.
Now the musician who can finally see without having his nose right up to the keyboard is working on an album to say thanks.
Allie Kuhnhart and Tessa Trishant will never be forgotten because they saved my life. Though we just met, I miss you already, and I thank you, the sun.